Hi, I'm Elaine. Welcome to Top Tip Tuesday on my Stamp with Elaine Facebook page. I thought I'd do a 101 on the Marigold Moments dies because this particular die, the scallop one, was a bit of a surprise. My top tip today is when you're cutting this, don't cut it right on the edge here, cut it sort of in the middle. Line that up straight against the grid paper and then line the die so it's along a straight line as well. Put some washi tape on it so that it doesn't move. Make your cutting sandwich. So you need platform 1, the thin die adapter platform 2, the base plate platform 3, your cardstock and die cutting edge face down, followed by a second platform 3. Then you're ready to run it through the machine. Now you'll see what happens when you take the die off. So this bit will cut out a detail like that. This one you'll discard, and then it leaves a scalloped edge on this portion here, which you can use on another card or another project. When I first used it, I put it right on the edge of the cardstock and wasn't terribly successful because then it was crooked and I lost half this fine detail here. So it's best to position the die so it's well inside the cardstock, the edge of the cardstock. See what happens? I put it so that it's not along the edge of the die, and then you get a nice long piece like that. I'll put it against a piece of cardstock so you can see it better. See that detail there? If you adhere it so that the scallops meet up like that, it gives it a really pretty finish. So I'll do it on this piece here so you can see. Look how pretty that is. Now I'll run through the other dies. Now this die will cut out an embossed image. It doesn't go with any stamp, but you can see the detail on that, and it will cut out this lovely leaf with the impressions on the veins of the leaf inside there. This die cuts out the outline of the flower, so you want to cut that in a lighter cardstock, and this one you can either put an adhesive sheet behind a darker coloured cardstock, or you can just glue it with your fine tip glue pen, and that will cut this out, and you lay that on top of the solid flower. The images on this stamp set on the front cover isn't true to size, it has been shrunk, but the stamped image you can see, this will die cut the stamped image like so, and you want to stamp the base in a lighter colour, so I stamped off before stamping it with these little stamps. That's for the leaf, and that's for the sepal. So these are the sepals, and that's the peduncle, and you've got your little leaves. Then this have a set of 3 dies which are all the same, which will cut out the stamped image of these leaves here. There's a pair of leaves here. This one will die cut this image here. That's the true to size one. And on the case cover, it's this stamp here. This one will cut out the leaves here, which is this one. It's a 2-step stamping method, so I've stamped it first in a lighter colour, then added this little stamp on the leaves to make this. And lastly, there's this die here, which will die cut this stamped image here. So that will die cut this. This flower, once it's stamped and die cut, will fit over this set of leaves here. Then you've got 3 sentiments. You have a heart of gold, thanks, and happy Mother's Day. So that's the 101 on these Marigold Moments dies. So really the top tip is about this. The others are very straightforward, but the top tip is really about this one, this die here. So cut it further up on your cardstock, not right on the edge, so that you can then use this portion here for another project, or you could lay this piece on top of the arches and make a pretty detail like that for your card. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll be back with more tips next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.